Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today was a no trade day. Just nothing met the criteria. I wasn't hesitating. I wasn't, scared to jump in. My confidence was there. Just nothing met criteria. So, no trade days where you're still confident, I take personally as huge wins, huge successes. So the market was really cold today. So as you can see, our top gainers, it's a bit different since, let's pull this widget up. Okay, so you guys can see this. These are our pre-market top gainers. So nothing today popped up very much. I guess we have VTEX popping at the open a little bit. I'm not gonna trade the open, but nothing really gave super good moves today. It was really choppy. Pretty much everything that popped was really cheap, as you can see. So, unfortunately, we just didn't really get very much going for us today. It feels like we're kind of coming into a little bit of a cold market, which is unfortunate, but the market cycles. Because I remember, just about 2 weeks ago, I would get on at 7 and we'd already have stocks up like 5, 6, 700%, and it was just ridiculously hot. But now it's cold. So I just want to share everything that kind of popped up and gave setups and why I didn't trade them. WFF, this was one that popped up, gave it all back. You can see it had this high not too long ago. There was no news on it. It was just, there's nothing to trade on. Resistance was right here. Maybe if we got a break of 450 to 5, 6, there's actually still quite a bit of resistance. So this one, it just, didn't work. VTEC. So this is the one that's popping up right now. Here's what I saw on this. So pops up on our scanner. I see that it gave a huge move in after hours on, there's news yesterday in after hours. So it's a continuation play. We did get the breakout, but it was at the open. So I don't trade the open. I was looking for, and it's still too cheap. So there's this top here. And then just a couple days ago, we have resistance right here at 1.8. And then we have the 200 EMA and this resistance right around here. But there's just so much resistance coming up. It was too cheap, too much resistance. I think the relative volume whenever I had it pulled up was really light also, so I didn't like that. Then CMMB. This one was weird. This one was really weird. It popped up and then, maybe I can see better on here. So, get news on it, and then there's just absolutely no volume. And I thought it was halted for a little bit. Maybe that was right around in here. Right around in here. Just nothing happens. Pops up, drops, pops up, drops. You can see that the daily chart, we're above the 200 EMA. It's been kind of just climbing up for the last couple of days, I guess. Just pop and drop. I don't know. I think the relative volume was light on it as well whenever I pulled it up. Where's this from? Gosh, do I need to readjust this? Yeah, it's too small. So it's an Israel company. So I don't want to trade it. And then we had LHAI, right? This one also relative volume was really light. High day. But we had these pops. So you got resistance here if it breaks here. Got room up here. So I wanted to break and hold too, just because that's the basis of my trading for both commissions, and it's just what I've seen work out well. Maybe if I was on a different broker that didn't charge commissions, I'd trade these. But also, you just get too much resistance. They're grinders. They go up slower. So yeah. But this just had so much resistance. So I thought maybe if we get a pop-up here, if we break this level of around 3, then we could have a pretty good move up to 450. But, you know, that had to go up a couple 100%. It just didn't give that. So then we had SXTP. This one's funny. Yeah, I mean, this says everything, right? Cheaper stock hits almost exactly at 2 and dumps. Absolutely dumps. You know, you got room here from 2.4 just about to 3.5. So maybe had news on it. News is fine. Relative volume was still pretty light at the time, I think, but man, it just dumped. So didn't want to trade that one. And then NCRA. NCRA, kind of a, yeah, not a very good setup. So it pops right at 4 a.m. So that's kind of sketchy. It's a Taiwan company, I believe. Pops right at 4 a.m. That's sketchy. Starts to curl up. I'm like, nah, unless this breaks 4 up here, it's just not going to be worth it. But if we were to break in this 4 level, we'd have room up to 7. So I was thinking maybe if we get all the way up, but market's just too cold for that. I'm sure shorts hit it. Yep, that was the market today. It was brutal. Hopefully the cold cycle doesn't continue too long. We get at least one good setup a day. That's all I need. Just one good setup. You know, I'm looking for the micro pullback on a 10-second chart. You can see my trades on LHSW or something the other day. Those were great trades, great micro pullback. So that's what I'm looking for. You know, I would rather stay to high quality and have higher probability of having a winning trade and a better risk to reward, and you know, my expected value being higher than to take a bunch of trades and not have good expected value and just overtrade. You know, it's just not worth it. So I don't know if this one will go back far enough. It's on Monday. Yeah, so was this even a ticker? Man, I'm getting confused now. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Anyways, check out my video on Monday was my last day that I took a trade. But anyways, so I'm looking for the micro pullback setup. I actually have a little PDF so I can just share my setup. Yeah, looking for the micro pullback. I want just stick to that. Take it when I see it. Here's a visual for it. So stock pulls up, ideally breaking news, meets the 5 pillars, pulls up, gives a clean pullback, not like all the way down, not super quick, clean pullback on lighter volume. Then you get it right around the 9 EMA. It needs to be close. It can be a little far, you know, like it doesn't have to be tapping it. It can be right here, or it can be right around here, but close to the 9 EMA. And then you enter on the candle over candle right here. Your stop goes at the low of the pullback, and you scale out. First profit target is high day, next half or whole dollar, and then you can scale out some more into the top, and then you absolutely have to cut it whenever it closes below the 9 EMA. So that's what I'm looking at. Typically you get 2 of these on each time frame. So stock will pull up, breaking news. You see this on the 10-second chart, pulls up, boom, pulls up, boom, and very often the second one also continues. So maybe you'll get 1 leg, 2 legs, and then on the 3rd leg, usually it fails, and then you have to wait for the same exact pattern on the 1 minute chart. So yeah, that's what I'm trading. I am not profitable. It's just super quick metrics here. I'm not profitable, as you can see, but I have recently switched over to this day. I had 2 trades, basically break even. The only thing that wasn't break even was small commissions. Yeah, I'm not profitable. I'm still learning, but I think I have the right systems to track my trades and to get to a point of profitability. So hopefully you guys will see that happen and you can tag along for the journey. There's a great community on Whop. It's in my description that I am a part of. So it's called Day Traders Hangout. So right here, you can pull it up. There's a free learning library in there. You can go in there and check out a bunch of great resources. This is the thing that I think most beginners should start on, or all beginners should start on. Just Lance's free course. And then you got YouTube videos with summaries in there. And then also, if you want to check on my YouTube, if you don't want to go to Whop, check on my YouTube. I have playlists that include all those videos, so you can check them out completely for free. They're great learning resources. So yeah, and feel free to comment, if you have any recommendations of things I'm doing well, things I'm not, any feedback. Yeah, I would love to hear it, and I would love to support your journey as well. See if we can grow together. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Check out all the links and resources I have in there. I think they're really, really helpful. And stay safe out there and stay green.